Barbecue Rockstar here. Jamming on the beautiful candy apple red metallic paint Fender Stratocaster HSS humbucker single rosewood neck, rosewood fretboard, maple neck. It's got the original thin 60s rosewood fingerboard along with a 6-point synchronized tremolo. This thing's a monster. Anyway, guys, today we want to talk to you about my 11-week, today's my 11-week passage, I guess you could say, passage of time since my hip replacement surgery. And guys, I got to tell you, things are going well. Things are really going well now. We stumbled like Ozzy Osbourne at a wine party there for a while. But I'll tell you what, if you're interested to hear this story, stick around. Be right with you. So guys, yeah, today is Thursday. Today makes 11 weeks, like I said, post-surgery. Man, I gotta tell you something. I got 2 words for you: physical therapy. It makes all the difference in recovery, guys. I had home health care come, which was a registered nurse that would come to my house once a week, do my vitals, check my wound, my incision, and make sure everything was okay and my overall health was okay. And that helped a little bit. It gave me someone to speak with, someone to talk to, someone to, you know, a real person, you know, to engage with other than on YouTube or Facebook or FaceTime or whatever. You know, guys, I live here alone. I'm by myself other than my 2 beautiful, awesome dogs. I'm here by myself pretty much 24/7, except when I go out to town and do trading with the locals, as I call it. Go to the store, pay bills, whatever, you know. So guys, the first few weeks were rough, to say the least. Really, really rough. You know, I was having a hard time. I was very irritable. I was on pain pills. I was on muscle relaxers. Guys, I'm happy to say I took it upon myself to just disengage the muscle relaxers and disengage the pain pills. I did it on my own. I did not have a doctor or a nurse tell me to do that. I just decided that I'm gonna have to live with the pain one way or the other. So let's do this, right? Let's do this. So, excuse me one second. I gotta get my coffee out of my green lawn, Frank, my #1 coffee mug in the world. Thank you, Frank, again. I tell you that every time I do a video, but it's what I'm drinking out of, babe. Love my coffee. So guys, yeah, so it was pretty rough going, man. It was pretty rough going. One time my registered nurse was here and I was feeling really good, you know, as to watch what I could do. So in this leather recliner I'm sitting in right now, I tried to get up without any assistance. I had my feet way too close together, which is against my safety protocols. It was also against good common sense too. But I tried to stand up and I heard 2 distinct pops in and around my left hip area, which was the surgical site. Immediately fell back into this chair. I might have told this story before, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. But all that to say this, I definitely partially tore something. I don't know. I want to say it's a quad muscle and probably a glute muscle, something on my backside, derriere, if you will, meat cakes, whatever you want to call it. And the reason I think that is because fast forward till the time I started doing physical therapy, those 2 parts of me were really lagging behind. They were really hurting. You could tell there was new trauma there that wasn't part of the surgery. So I go through a very painful surgery. I go through isolation afterwards here at the house because I came home to an empty house, basically. Miss Bonnie, one of my closest, dearest people in my life. We don't really know what we are, if we're friends or if we're lovers or if we're just associates. We don't know what we are, but I always talk about Miss Bonnie because she was the only one who came around. My own mother, who lives 11 miles from here, has not come to see me. So Bonnie's been the only one. I've had some other friends come and check on me since, but Bonnie was the one that brought food. You know, she was the one that made sure I had everything. So Bonnie, again, I probably would not have made it through all this without you. So thank you very much, Bonnie. You're an awesome individual. So fast forward to last couple of weeks, guys. I've been doing physical therapy up at a place about 5 miles from here. And it's kind of a schlep to get to, man. We got all these roundabouts. I don't know where you guys live, if they have those, but roundabouts. You know, have you seen these things? They started in Europe. I think they were designed for traffic management, high traffic areas, to keep traffic moving without backups that a red light or stop sign would create. Guys, these roundabouts, the way Texans drive, they act like they're the only ones on the road, and you know, fuck you, if you get in their way, they're gonna run you over. Well, I drive a Toyota Tundra pickup truck that's lifted pretty high and has a deer killer on the front, a chrome deer killer. So people kind of leave me alone. But you know, some of these smaller cars, I've seen them almost get run right out of the roundabout. But all that to say this, I have to go through 3 of those or maybe 4 of those to get to my rehab place, physical therapy place. The guys up there are great. I've got Autry and Andrew taking good care of me up there. I wouldn't say it's state of the art, but it's good enough for what we need. You know, they put me on bicycles, stationary bikes. We're doing deadlifts with their legs, like back in high school football. Some of these things, guys, I have not done since high school football, literally. You know, leg presses, for example. I haven't done that shit. I haven't been to a gym. You know, I've worked outdoors my whole life, so I've never had to go to a gym per se. Guys, I can feel a lot of improvement, you know, systemically happening as we go. Yeah, I mean, it hurts to do some of this stuff, but guys, I really cannot be more grateful. Now, the VA, Veterans Administration, is taking care of a lot of this for me. I do have some out of pocket, but it's manageable-ish. You know, I'm making payments to the dentist still. I'm making payments to certain doctors still, you know, partial payments. Physical therapy is 100% taken care of because that's aftercare from the surgery, so I don't have to you know, worry about those costs that are incurred there. But so I'm very fortunate in that aspect. A lot of people's insurance is not set up like that or whatever, but the VA has taken very good care of me overall. They've kept me alive, you know, through the back surgery and through the hip surgery. And then I have to get my other hip, my right hip, done at some point too. So it's bone on bone as well. So I get to go through all this yet again, but this time, guys, I will be a little bit wiser, you know. So all that to say this, guys, wrap this up in a pretty little bundle. I'm doing a lot better. I'm still not out of the woods as far as mobility goes. I still walk with my cane. I never go anywhere without it. This cane, guys, funny story about this cane. This cane belonged to a 96-year-old woman whom, when she died, she was 96. She was about 90 when I became good friends with her. Her name is Joy Benson. And Joy Benson was a retired school teacher from Oklahoma. And she and her husband did well in life, had a couple bucks. They built their forever home together in Carrollton, Texas, where I used to live. And this is where I got the cane from. This was her husband's cane when he was up and around walking away. She lost him due to dementia several years ago. And she herself, Joy, has now since passed. Joy's one of my best friends on the world, in this whole entire planet. I used to sit and smoke cigars and listen to her talk. Just tell me her stories about all the places she's been to and traveled. Anyway, that's where the cane came from. So what are we gonna do going forward to help ourselves even more? Guys, the fact that I can do clamshells now, I can do arches now, I can do so many things that I thought were impossible. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think I'm limited as far as the possibilities go, as far as my healing and rehab is concerned. I feel most optimistic now than I have since this whole thing, ups and downs and feeling alone and like no one cares. And, I've not been doing any lives on my channel. I have not been doing a lot of videos. I've done several cooks that I have not even shared with you guys. I'm probably not gonna share those cooks. Just don't feel like it, However, I am going to start, once it cools down here in the great state of Texas, when it starts cooling down, it's still 92 degrees out there today. But it is gonna start cooling off. And when it does, guys, you can be assured that I will be out there on the smoker, on the Lone Star Grill smoker, and I will be cooking up some beautiful food for you guys this fall. I probably will not go back to doing lives. I've seen several of you guys in your lives, and I guess StreamYard is no longer gonna be a free platform. They're gonna charge, which that's fine. That's fine. Everything's expensive. It's just another way to take money from us, I guess. But, I'm more interested in paying for groceries and gas in my vehicle. And quite honestly, beans, bullets, and Band-Aids is all I'm really concerned about, guys. We have an election coming up in 5 weeks, and I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, I'm not gonna go there, but I can assure you folks of this. If you can hear my voice right now, and if you've ever heard anything I've ever said to you, listen to this. And unfortunately, it's bad news. Whomever we vote into office, it's not gonna be pretty for the other side. Guys, there's gonna be mayhem. Now, I hate to be, prophetic on a negative note, but guys, this is just the way it's gonna be. We have a lot of disgruntled people in this country. There's a lot of disgruntled people all over the world. You've got 2 different countries fighting against Israel. What do we need? 3 more countries to go against Israel, and then God comes back as Jesus? I don't know exactly all the biblical definitions and meanings, guys, but I'm going to tell you right now, we are not in a good place as a country. So I say, go out there and buy a new guitar, play guitar, go out there, buy a new grill your heart's content, guys. If you're a crafter, get out there and buy all your bolts of fabric and get in your house and craft. Anything you want to do. If you want to travel, travel. If you want to buy a new car, buy a new car. If you want to save your money, save your money. 5 weeks from today, guys, we will have a new president in office. Of course, now this is not, if we have a recount or, if some weird crazy stuff happens like last time, it could be another few days, but November 5th typically is election day in this country. And I just pray for peace, right? I myself have gone out and gotten a couple little self-defense mechanisms, I guess you could call them, and some food to go in those mechanisms, if you will. I am pretty secure in my domain, and I would what's the word I'm looking for? I would implore, there you go. I would implore all of you guys to secure your fortifications wherever you are. Make friends with your neighbors, know who they are, you need to know who lives on your street and who doesn't. Guys, there's gonna be a lot of hungry people. There's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. There's gonna be a lot of happy people dancing in the streets. You just gotta know who's who. Guys, in the Civil War, back in the 1800s, the Union and the Confederates wore different colored coats and hats to distinguish each other. We're not gonna have that distinguisher this time. You're gonna have a bunch of people with guns, and different ideas. So my idea is I'm going to stay out of all of that, okay? I'm going to hunker down in my place. I'm going to have plenty of whatever I need, and I'm not going to be out there in the streets doing stupid stuff. I'm not going to be a target. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to be a willing participant. I'm going to be here in my house, minding my own business, which is where everybody should be. I am calling for peace during this transitional period. Guys, if you think you're Billy the Badass, you're not. There's somebody out there that's more prepared, bigger, stronger, faster, smarter than you are. You're not Billy Badass. So all you people out there shooting your guns on your lives and you're doing all this and that, until you served in the United States military or black ops, or if you've been a part of a select team of people, extrication teams or whatever, you really don't know what you're talking about. If you've never been in combat, you never had to draw down on someone and pull the trigger, you don't know what you're talking about. I can tell you, you do not want to draw down on somebody. You definitely don't draw down on someone unless you're willing to pull that trigger. And folks, let me tell you, you do not want to pull that trigger. If the enemy goes down and you're still standing, you still lose. You lose big time, because whenever you take a life, part of yours is taken. I call for peace during this time, guys. I call for peace. Now, as far as going forward with the channel, we are going to continually, I don't know, we're going to do cooks, we're going to do different stuff. We're going to get back into fishing this fall. There may be some fishing videos involved because, you know, I'm a big fisherman. And my physical therapist team thinks that I will be back playing golf, and then I will be back bicycling. You know, I used to be a pretty big mountain biker when I lived down in Austin, Texas. And I think most of y'all know I used to be a pretty decent little golfer back in the day. Going all the way back to my middle school days, I played golf for my schools, wherever I was. And I used to be a pretty decent golfer. So hopefully my health will allow me to get back to cooking outdoors for you guys, which I would love to share with you, and any other extraneous activities that I do get to be a part of. I hope to share those with you as well, guys. But again, right now, my mind is focused on the next 5 weeks. You know, they say, God save the Queen. Well, guys, I'm going to leave you with this parting thought. God bless the USA. God bless you and you and you and you and you. All colors, all religions, all nationalities, whatever your belief systems are. I pray for peace for all of us. And I pray for everyone to open their heart to love and God's forgiveness and grace. Because guys, if it weren't for God's forgiveness and grace and love and strength, I myself may not be sitting here in front of you today making this video. So when you feel like you're just about out of gas and you think you're gonna just die on the side of the road, dig deeper. Because as long as you believe in a higher power, then you're never alone. You're never out of the game. You know, and slot machines, back when I used to gamble a lot, you're never out of it as long as you still got another $100 in your pocket. So guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love you all. Thank you for watching my videos, and I pray for all of us. Thank you so much for being my friends. I love all of you. Peace. Talk to y'all later. Bye.